with you, I was like 120 something, and right now I'm like 106, which is actually my dream body. It's like I my dream weight. I've been dreaming to go back to this weight. Like it's my, I think, high school, college weight.
Okay.
Yeah, but I don't.
Honey, welcome to our client transformation series. Excited to have you on board. If you can just introduce yourself to begin, where are you from? What do you do from work? And that would be amazing.
Mm.
Yeah, awesome.
So yeah, so I'm Honey and I'm based in New York City, and I would say that the world is my native land. And I'm currently on sabbatical, so basically a gap year focusing on self-improvement for now. Yeah. So
Amazing.
yeah, that's it.
Yeah, awesome. Wicked. Okay, yeah, so we'll dive straight in terms of as your results are one super inspiring. We're hoping for many women to take your transformation on board and really be inspired because it's absolutely amazing. So just talk about life before starting the diet, before the program in terms of maybe energy levels, how your physique was looking, and then fast forward to where you are now. That would be awesome.
Well, I have been actually living a pretty healthy li lifestyle way back. So I'm like very active growing up, and currently hitting 40, so I'm like in the big 40 is like different. So it's like I realize that I'm not getting any younger, and the way I eat has a big impact on me. So basically I'm not getting the results that I usually wanted for my body, and food is actually my weakness. So I tend to be an emotional eater. So no matter how much I work out, it just doesn't really work. So with Superhuman, it made everything so much easy for me to follow, like from meal plan to workouts. It's super efficient, detailed, scientific, and on point. So it's perfectly, like I would say, like tailor made for every body. So like every body. So that's like how I like find your whole program.
Yeah,
So yeah.
amazing. So, in terms of weight loss, because we got a bit of a more of a body recomposition with you after seeing your photo,
Mhm.
a lot more tone, a lot more definition. Weight's come down, I believe. Is it 13, 14 pounds as well off the scale? 17.
Yeah, I think I started with you. I was like 120 something, and right now I'm like 106, which is actually my dream body. It's like I my dream weight. I've been dreaming to go back to this weight. Like it's my, I think, high school, college weight.
Okay.
Yeah, but I don't like, I don't look how do you say that? Like when you lose weight, you look so um like the skin is not tight. How do you say that? I don't know how to explain,
Um,
but yeah.
more less tone, less definition.
Yeah. So I feel like even if I lost weight, it's like I'm still more toned, and skin is like, tight. Yeah, that one.
Awesome,
Yeah.
awesome, wicked. So yeah, in terms of meal times and full day of eating roughly or any fasting, let's go on to like a rough full day for you now. Of eating your meal times, you have hydration
Yeah.
level, coffee. Talk to me through this at the moment, as yeah, I'm sure many
Yeah, well,
want to hear this. Yeah.
well, um, with when I started with you, Um, I usually have like I followed like every detail that you actually gave me. So I did like 8-16 for now, like 8-16. So I eat for 8 hours, within 8 hours, fast for 16. And if I have like a busy day, or if I'm like out and about, I always bring my, like I bring my meal prep. So I usually what I do is I do meal prep like every after 3 days or so. So like, let's say I cook on a Sunday, like I cook my protein for Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and then add on the rest of the ingredients for the whole as days go by. So that's how I like do it. And I also do, like, sometimes I do 24-hour fast whenever like I go out on the weekends, just to save like calories or something. So yeah, so that's like a typical full day for me.
Incredible. So
8:16, yeah.
love it.
I
And
try to fit in like 9 a.m., 1 p.m., 5 p.m. Yeah,
amazing. Amazing. And do you have any tips because for intermittent fasting for some women, it can be quite difficult. Do you have any tips to give them,
yeah,
or maybe what to do through the fasting, or how to stay efficiently hydrated, or what's working for you,
yeah.
with any tips there?
Well, considering like I'm already in my 40s, I always say that. 40s.
Still young, very young.
Thank you. How old are you, if you don't mind me asking? Because you look really young.
Have a
I
guess.
feel like you're 25.
Nearly
Are
27.
you
27.
27? Wow, you're so young. You've actually, like, I would wanna say that you've built like a legacy. Like, this is like really like you're slaying. So yeah, so with fasting, before I did like a 24-hour fast, I don't know if Dima mentioned, but I'm also doing like a holistic detox program. So for a year now. So I've actually asked advice from my holistic doctor before I did those 24-hour fast. But for me, like, what worked for me is that I've tried fasting with coffee, like in betweens, and I've also tried fasting just plain water and element. So
So
what works for me, yeah, the element, the one that
electrolytes,
uh
the sodium,
yeah,
potassium.
the drink. Yeah, that one. So
Yeah.
what works for me really well is just either like plain water or element for the whole day for 24 hours. And when I started this, it's how do you say that? When I first started, I was just like sleeping the whole day. But then as days go by, like I've been with you for 3 months, it's like easy peasy for me. Like I could do a lot of things while on fast, so it doesn't really matter for me. So I know that it differs with like everybody, and for women most especially. So yeah. And
Amazing.
I think also like one thing that the women should also consider is when they're fasting according to their, like, when they got their period or they don't have their period. Like for me, it's easier when it's like you're not having your period, or it's not a week like before your period. That's easy to fast, I
Mhm.
feel.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So you prefer the water fasting? I think this is quite common with the longer fast because if people
Yeah.
have too much coffee, it can start pulling minerals from the body and makes it difficult if they have
Hmm.
like 4 or 5. If you have maybe 1, 2 max, then it can be okay. But if you're really high on the caffeine, it can make it more difficult. But no, I'm really happy
Hmm.
that the electrolytes are working for you and the fasting. It's really good to hear. It's amazing.
Yeah.
Makes me happy.
Yeah, I've even tried fasting and just did the workout, like a few hours before I end my fast, and it worked well
Amazing. Yeah.
so far. Yeah.
Awesome. So, also with sustainability and the diet, how have you found? Because m many people look at the diet and think that's not sustainable. They travel maybe, or they
Mm-hmm.
think the prep takes too long. In terms of maybe some advice or any tips, do you feel like it's overwhelming? Do you feel like it's sustainable for you? Is it worth putting in the extra work for your health? Like,
Yeah.
just any tips for here in terms of extra sustainability for anyone? Do you feel like you can give out there? Yeah.
Yeah, of course, it's actually like I would say it's 100% sustainable. It's basically not eating trash. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, so it's like the 3-month program that I did with you, I got really hooked, and that's why like I availed the 1-year program. So that's actually how effective you are. I mean, the program that you've made. Also, it's also like, in terms of sustainability, it's like 100% sustainable, because you're not like, the useless cravings are how do you say this? Like, you like for me as a person, like I got away with the useless cravings that I used to have because I have this like I tend to be an emotional eater. And also like since the program is already like plotted for you, like how much you have to eat and everything, it's very convenient and efficient. You don't have to think. You know, like I can't even imagine myself going back to my usual routine where I have to think of what to buy in my groceries.
Yeah, exactly.
That's the number one thing that I ask your team before I join that. Do you guys like provide like everything like to the last detail of everything that I should buy, even the brands? And he was like, yeah, of course. So that's like that itself. Yeah, so that itself helped me a lot. And yeah, efficient, 100% sustainable and
Amazing.
convenient. Yeah.
You had sugar cravings before and now you don't. Is that the changes as well?
Yeah, yeah. Sugar cravings is so hard. That was the hardest thing to let go. Like I can let go of like caffeine, everything like alcohol. Those are like very easy, but then sugar is like different. It's like really addictive. So yeah, that was like all gone. And this one thing also, like whenever you go back into like eating the food that you eat, it doesn't taste as good as it used to. Like it's different. So yeah.
Good. Wicked. And in terms of so overall, like the check-in experience with Dima and the workout programming, was you
Mhm.
at home? Was you in the gym 3, 4 days a week? How was the overall workout and the check-ins? Yeah, overall.
Yeah. Well, I told Dima because at first, so when I started the program since day one, I have already planned out in working like training at home. I told her that because one thing that I really don't like the most when you train outside is the waiting, lining up for the equipments, and then there's a lot of people. You know, like I like peace. So I do everything when I started. So I started like buying gym equipments, you know, stuff like that added. So every time Dima like would add certain, you know, program for me, I would
Hmm.
kitchen. Our kitchen is so small. New York apartments are like really tiny. Our kitchen is now like a mini gym. So yeah, that's how I did it. So yeah. So Dima gave me a program according to my available equipments, and through time I added more and more and turned my little kitchen into a mini gym.
Amazing. All from home
Yeah.
workouts. It's when looking at the results, yeah, it's mind blowing what you can achieve from home. So yeah, that's absolutely incredible. It's really good to hear. And in terms of people sitting on the fence as well, about joining and starting, because one, it's going to be a lifestyle change. They might be nervous, they might not see results. People sitting on the fence. What
Mhm.
advice would you give these people, honey, to go for it and kickstart on the journey, to really give it a try? Because we get many that think it's not going to be sustainable, it won't work, and they're just worried about starting a new lifestyle. So, what advice would you give to these people?
Mhm. Well, for me, anyone who wanted to change their lives and be healthy and strong should have started yesterday. Sorry. So that's what I could say. Like, you know, you should have started yesterday. Well, Team Superhuman is actually, I would say, as young as you starting this, you're like really legendary. And it's hard to put everything through words. You have to experience it firsthand. And for me, like, I'm just so grateful I found you on social media and you've really built a legacy. So, all of us, like to all viewers, if you wanted to start, just start. You should have started yesterday. And, you know, we're just so lucky to have Superhuman accessible worldwide. So that's like a very big thing. You're
Amazing.
like accessible. Yeah. You don't have to like, we don't have to see you personally. You know what I'm saying? Like everything is in the app.
Yeah,
Yeah.
amazing. Awesome. I appreciate it. That's really nice feedback to hear. I'm really happy with that. But yeah, I mean, overall, that is, yeah, everything, honey. Overall, you smashed it. I'm super happy.